I'm sorry.
Tyrell Jones is...
This is about me. And I feel like both of them are just kind of nonchalant about it because this is the most I've heard out of all of this time. It took for me.
By your boyfriend.
Yes, I was.
But you miscarried.
But I miscarried.
I was pregnant by my boyfriend,
right.
Yes, but I had a miscarriage.
Exactly.
Subsequently, I got back in a sexual relationship with Mr. Morton, had unprotected sex, and I was pregnant again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Case won after 20 long years. Imagine the devastation of learning that the man you always believed was your father now denies being connected to you by blood. Such a revelation is nothing short of shattering. This is exactly the storm Miss Tucker finds herself trapped in fighting before the court to prove her bond. Luke watched closely, noticing the silent pain behind Miss Tucker's brave face. She grew up under the impression that her father's role was absent and unimportant, only to later discover that her entire reality had been twisted. But should anyone be denied the right to discover and embrace their own origin?
I know you've...
is even more unsettling. Although evidence suggested the child was indeed his, the mother claimed otherwise, leading Mr. Hunter to retreat once again. When he resurfaced, gossip led him down. A darker path he became entangled with Miss Tucker's sister. This twisted turn of events left both him and Adriana tangled in chaos beyond repair.
I couldn't leave it alone. I'm like, there is something bizarre happening here. He left.
Finally, the moment arrived the verdict. To Adriana's dismay, the court revealed that Mr. Hunter was not her biological. And now, with honesty laid bare, she could begin healing while both sides move forward without further shadow.
Hunter, you are not the father. I'm sorry, Adriana.
It's okay. I just wanted answers so that I don't have to keep interrupting his life or, keep going through this in my own life. So
I'm very sorry. I was hoping to be able to give you the closure you deserve.
Case 2, hold on tight, because this case just veered into shocking territory. The burning question now is whether the child belongs to the deceased man or his very own brother. The fact that Miss Brockton had ties with both siblings is raising eyebrows everywhere, leaving the family in a whirlwind of suspicion and disbelief.
Ms. Brogdon, you are in court to prove to Ms. Jones and her daughter that her deceased son, Tyrell Jones, fathered your 1-year-old daughter, Quamira. You say once the DNA proves your case, they need to step up for your baby.
Yes, ma'am.
As the trial unfolds, Mr. Brogdon delivers a revelation that rattles the room he claims Tiona knew Paul wasn't the father, but Terrell was. Tiona, however, refuses to accept that entirely, suggesting uncertainty remains. Amidst it all, her biggest worry lies with her family's pain under the weight of these relentless accusations.
Affected your family.
Yes, and my brother's he has to live with guilt because of it, Now he has to carry this with him.
Because he has guilt because he knows he slept with her.
Yeah, and it's a possibility, that he could be the father. He was even upset about trying to take the test. It's too much.
The courtroom atmosphere boils over when two women erupt in a shouting match. Tima begs for accountability, demanding the men take responsibility for the child. Yet, Paul's sister and mother argue that dragging their family through this storm is unjust, forgetting that a child's future hangs in the balance.
You're saying that Ms. Sugden and Ms. Jones, they didn't know anything throughout the pregnancy?
No, they did know something about.
You believe they did?
Yes, they did. I came to the funeral pregnant. I was 8 months pregnant. How didn't y'all know I was pregnant?
I didn't see you at the funeral, Mish.
I
didn't see you.
I came to your grandmother's house the day that he passed away.
She sat at the table at the repast with the family, pregnant.
Yes.
At last, the long-awaited truth emerges. Paul is not the father, but Terrell is. Now the spotlight turns to the family. Will they acknowledge the baby as their own blood and give her the love she deserves? The choice is clear, but whether they rise to the occasion remains to be seen.
Mr. Paul Jones is not the father.
I'm sorry.
Which means
I'm sorry.
Tyrell Jones is Quamira's biological father.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Case 3 Miss Phillips' story begins with a symbol once cherished tattoo now turned into a painful reminder of betrayal. The man she once admired is the same person she now resents deeply. Her fight in court centers on proving that Mr. Polkey is the father of her newborn daughter.
Miss Phillips, you've opened your case today to prove to Mr. Polk that he is the father of your 1-month-old daughter, Promise. You say After Mr. Polk's initial acceptance of the pregnancy, he has been MIA since your daughter's birth. Is that correct?
The judge digs deeper, questioning why a man would deny his own child. Was their connection built on love or nothing more than fleeting desire?
The first time you got together, when was that?
It was back in June of 2017.
That wasn't the first time. It was like July 4th.
Did you have sex the first time you all got together, or did you actually go on dates?
We did. We actually did. I'm talking about straight to it. Straight to it.
Cause that's all I wanted at the time. Cause that's all I wanted at the time.
Straight to it.
Mr. Polk admits without hesitation that he only sought physical satisfaction, leaving behind a trail of emotional wreckage.
No respect. You the one sleeping with Miss Phillips while you got a whole girlfriend.
Tell him again,
Yeah.
Turner.
And then you're not even taking her calls.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like Miss Phillips, there are some other people
He
you
was
could have
not
probably
done
called.
me.
Down with it at the
He wasn't
same
done with me.
time.
I wasn't having that. He wasn't done with me.
I was done with it at the same time.
When pregnancy entered the picture, Miss Phillips reached out for support, but was met with silence. Instead of offering help, Mr. Pokey contacted the landlord and then blocked her
When
entirely.
you downgrade him, you downgrade yourself, because you the one laying on your back with your legs open for him every time he calls. About the sex the first time it happened like this, you just a snap away.
Claiming disrespect, his cold dismissal shocked even the judge, who reminded Miss Phillips that she too allowed this cycle to continue by letting him back into her life
Has
repeatedly.
been determined by this court. Mr. Polk, you are the father. That's your beautiful little girl.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about the doubt.
Well, now that he knows that she is, he needs to help me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And more than
Case 4, get ready, because this case is messy and shocking all at once. Miss Parker insists that Mr. Morton fathered her 7-month-old child, but she believes his new girlfriend has poisoned his mind against her. The question is, did he truly abandon his duty, or is there more beneath the surface?
in your suit, you claim Mr. Morton fathered your 7-month-old son, Aaron, while in a relationship with his current girlfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say the only reason he denies paternity is because his girlfriend turned him against you because she's been unable to conceive a child with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court grew tense when the judge pressed further. How could an affair continue while Mr. Morton was already in a relationship? The revelation stunned everyone. Miss Parker admitted to being romantically involved with both Morton and his girlfriend, Mrs. Lemon. A tangled triangle if there ever was
So, Miss
one.
Parker, how did you end up having sex with Mr. Morton if he has a girlfriend?
First of all, Your Honor, that's my baby father. Anytime I want to have sex with him, I'm going to have sex with him.
You have a child with Mr. Morton.
Yes, I have a
already.
5-year-old son.
And he's not the child in question.
No, Aaron is.
But you also still continued a sexual relationship.
Yes, with the both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
You were having
We've
sex
had
with
sex. I have sex with both of them.
with Mr. Morton?
And Mrs. Lemon.
To complicate matters further, Miss Parker opened up about a painful past. She explained that while married, she became pregnant by her boyfriend but suffered a miscarriage. The judge had to untangle these layers of history to determine how, if at all, they impacted the current dispute.
You were pregnant.
Before,
but you
like this was before though. This is before I got pregnant
He was only
again.
locked up
You're right.
a
He
month or
wasn't even
something.
away when I was pregnant. He was with me.
So the bottom
when I
line
was
is you
pregnant,
were in
while we
fact
were together.
pregnant by your
him.
boyfriend,
Yes, I was.
but you
But I
miscarried.
miscarried.
I was pregnant by my boyfriend,
Right.
yes, but I had a miscarriage.
Exactly.
Subsequently, I got back in a sexual relationship with Mr. Morton, had unprotected sex, and I was pregnant again.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I wanted to understand.
Mr. Morton's skepticism only added fuel to the fire. When told about the pregnancy at just 8 weeks, he refused to believe it. His disbelief, the judge noted, might have been influenced by Miss Parker's prior miscarriage, but still, his doubts led him to detach from the entire
How
situation.
many weeks?
8 weeks pregnant.
You're 8 weeks.
I was 8 weeks pregnant when I got that sonogram, and I went home and I gave him the sonogram to let him know.
What was your response, Mr. Morton, when she told you we have a baby on the way, they miscalculated my due date, and now I really believe it's your child? What was your response?
I had my doubts because of what she had told me.
You still had doubts. Did you participate? You have a child with her already. Did you
Yes.
participate in the birth? Were you there through the pregnancy?
I didn't
Were
go
you-
to none of the appointments. I ain't show up to none of the doctor's appointments,
I
but
have
I
a
was
picture.
there when
He's
I
talking about
had
that.
He's talking about Aaron.
I have a picture of him holding my son when he first came out.
Jerome, may I see that, please?
And then came another disturbing detail reports that Morton allowed his girlfriend to disrespect his own mother. Was he manipulated, or did he simply dismiss the value of family respect? Using his mother's absence as justification for bad behavior only weakened his defense further.
Anything, because we were supposed to try to get together a baby shower. So she did have him early. So as far as support system, it was me and my daughter, which is Eric's sister, Mr. Morton's sister.
And her mother.
And excuse me, I'm talking.
It don't matter.
It does.
It don't.
So therefore,
Did you just let her disrespect your mother?
Yeah, real bad.
I'm sorry, I had to catch that.
Finally, the truth could no longer be denied. DNA results confirmed Mr. Morton as the child's father, obligating him to contribute nearly $1,000 in expenses. Yet the bigger question remains, is money enough, or should true fatherhood demand presence, care, and accountability?
Are Aaron's father.
Thank you. I told you, like I'm not no. Come on.
Ms. Parker, you came to court with a suit in the amount of $2,047. Mr. Morton is, in fact, baby Aaron's biological father, which means you are legally obligated to care for that child, and Ms. Parker is entitled to half of the child care expenses.
Case 5 for years, Ms. Hannon carried unanswered questions, longing to uncover the truth about her real father. Tired of half-truths and shadows, she came to court hoping to finally meet the man who could provide the closure she had been denied for decades.
You grew up believing one man was your father until the age of 13 when he said, "I am not your daddy."
yes, ma'am.
Your mother then told you on her deathbed that another man, the defendant David Dorsey, is your biological father.
Her search began after a shocking deathbed confession turned her world upside down. All her life, she believed someone else was her father, only for that belief to be shattered. This revelation pointed her toward Mr. Dorsey, a man she had only heard about but never seen in person until this
Well, I
moment.
believe David Dorsey is my biological father, but I grew up with my grandparents and my mom. I called him one day for the daddy-daughter dance, and instead of his response being, "Yes, I'll be there," it was, "Your mother's still lying to you. Not your dad. You need to go find your real dad."
So just before your mother passed, she says to you, "I thought I picked the right one for you, but David Dorsey is really your biological father."
Yes, ma'am.
When Mr. Dorsey finally appeared in court, the atmosphere grew tense. He brushed past the woman who might be his daughter without acknowledgement, stunning everyone. But what truly left jaws on the floor was his bold claim that he had never even crossed paths with Miss Veronica, the woman named as the
She's
mother.
been told that you are her biological father. You don't believe you're her biological father?
Not really, no, Your Honor.
Why?
Because I don't remember a mother at all.
Ms. Hannon, do you have a picture of your mother with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember that woman?
No, ma'am.
Things grew stranger when it was revealed that Dorsey had gone by a different last name in the past. This fact wasn't volunteered by him, but instead confirmed by the plaintiff's godmother. Even with that undeniable connection, Dorsey clung to his story of complete denial, leaving the courtroom in disbelief.
He worked at a fast food restaurant. He was a manager at a fast food restaurant from her, and
Mr. Dorsey, were you a manager at a fast food restaurant?
No, ma'am, but I worked at a fast food restaurant.
Mr. Dorsey, I have seen him come to the job to bring her mom.
Your Honor,
You don't remember any of
Your
this?
Honor, I've never had sex with this woman.
Then came a touching twist, mister. Dorsey's own daughter entered the courtroom, walked directly to Miss Hannon, and embraced her. In that moment, she declared she was ready to bring her sister home and shed light on her father's hidden past. While the potential father dodged accountability, his daughter's acceptance brought hope that truth and family bonds might
Mr.
still
Dorsey,
prevail.
you are not the father.
can you still just be my dad?